Good morning. I am Becky and this is MJ, and we are bringing you another live science demo. Today we're doing this outside in our backyard.
Because we basically have to.
Because we are doing bubble snakes today, and we learned that...
And just so you know, they're not real snakes.
They're not real snakes. They're just made out of bubbles. But we learned that this is really best done outside. They're kind of messy, but super fun. So you can probably hear our neighbor's dog. Our dog is just right off camera, but she'll probably talk to you as well. And we know there's birds. So we do have a blog about this. So if you're sensitive to the other extraneous sounds, feel free to watch us later, put us on mute, and follow on the blog. But we definitely recommend doing this outside, so we thought we'd demonstrate it. So like we said, we're doing bubble snakes. And what you need today to do this, you want to tell them what we need?
Yes. You need a shallow container. Sorry.
Yep.
You need socks. Thank goodness these aren't mine.
We recommend old socks. So find the socks that have a few holes in them, or kind of don't really want to show them to anybody. So do those.
But you don't want to have too many holes in them.
Don't
you don't want to have the whole.
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, you also need an old beverage container.
Plastic is best because we're going to cut the bottom off.
And we suggest water, just like a water bottle, disposable water bottle. And you need scissors. We have two types of scissors.
Yep.
This one is probably for the bottles.
Exactly. So
because these are fabric scissors.
Exactly.
Regular scissors.
Yeah. So we need scissors. And then the next thing you're going to need is bubble solution. Now, we made our own bubble solution.
Because it works better.
We thought it works pretty well. We have the recipe for my bubble solution in our blog. And so what we used is we used dish soap. So we started with 2 cups of water in a jar.
And then we used dish soap.
We did a third of a cup of dish soap.
And then we used light cornstarch.
We used corn syrup.
Yeah, corn syrup.
And the reason for the corn syrup is it is what we call waterphilic, which means it loves water. So the corn syrup will grab onto the water and make your bubbles last just a little bit longer. So we're going to set these off to the side.
And that's when we were experimenting with this earlier, I think it was like yesterday. That's how we knew which ones were which actually are bubbles, because they lasted longer than the store-bought stuff.
Exactly. But I will say the store-bought bubble solution works fine. So if that's what you have at home, by all means, go ahead and use it. So
like if you don't want to go through the hassle just to make your own, you can do that.
Exactly. So we're going to get started. The first thing to do is take your bottle, and this is a step I recommend adults that you take care of.
And
I'm going to demonstrate this. So we're just going to cut the bottom off the bottle.
Squish it.
And it doesn't need to be super neat, perfect. Just cut the bottom off and leave the pour spout area, but you want to cut the bottom off.
And then I think you need to cut off the heel and
we're gonna hold it up.
The heel and the ankle part.
Yep.
You just need the toe part. You want to keep it as long as you can.
Now, if all you have are old kid socks, I probably would recommend you can use the whole sock. But for adult socks, we learned definitely cut off everything heel and above. Okay, so now we have the sock ready to go. We're going to take our shallow dish, and we're going to, if I can get it open here.
And you're going to pour the...
I'm going to have my handy assistant who's off camera open the jar that I screwed on too tight.
Quote, my dad.
Yeah, quote unquote dad. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to pour some bubble solution in our dish.
And
there we go.
And then the next step to do is take your old sock and then carefully put it over the old the old water container, empty, please. Empty, please.
Exactly. So we'll hold it up. Now in our directions we said you would need yarn or a rubber band. The reason for that is for young kids.
It might come off.
It might come off. So we added that in your directions so you can just loosely tie it. But if your sock is tight enough, you don't need it, or older kids can hold it. So
and if you don't have any of that, you can just use a ribbon. There's some off camera, but you don't need it.
Yeah. So now what MJ's going to do is she's going to dip the bottom. I'm going to actually hold it up so we can show a little bit better on camera. Hold it up, and now
you just let it drip because you don't want to get your hand wet.
Okay.
And then
comes the fun part. Woo! Look at that. So she's hanging on to it, but if you drop your hand, you start to make a snake. And what we found was really fun yesterday is we were experimenting with blowing really hard and fast.
That's what happens when you blow slowly. And this is what happens when you go faster. I mean fast.
So you don't get more bubble solution.
Yeah, you just don't get.
We did some more. So we also found you could experiment with how slow or fast or hard you blew to get different size bubbles. You want to try it again? Mm-hmm. We just had a whole lot of fun with this yesterday. Our whole family got into it, and it's also really fun now that you have this bubble foam. You can do all sorts of things with it. It's true.
As long as you do everything outside, you'll find.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't want to go outside for this, make sure that you are in like a cleanable area that you won't worry about much.
Yeah, so this definitely makes a mess. So this is our bubble snake. We are going to demonstrate this one more time for folks who might be just joining us.
Boink, boink,
so
boink,
to make a bubble snake, you need an old beverage bottle.
We recommend an old plastic water bottle.
Yep, and we are just going to cut the bottom off and try to hang on to it so you don't lose it. All right.
Because these do like to,
So there is our cup. Oh, here's the other side. Oh, there's our water bottle. MJ is going to take our scissors and she's going to cut everything heel and above off.
You want to do that if they're old parent socks. Kids socks, just leave the whole sock on. But and if you have them, use fabric scissors for this because you are using fabric and it can butcher up your
Okay, so now I'm gonna take the sock, and I think I'm gonna let this be my bottle here.
Okay, because
you already have one, yeah. And we're just gonna put the old sock over the end of the bottle, and if your socks are kind of loose, you can tie it with a rubber band or a ribbon, or you can just hold it.
And you might also want to do that if you have a youngster doing this because sometimes they don't get grip hard enough and it might fall out. Yep. But if you have a tight enough sock, you don't.
And you can also roll it down. So there we go. So now what we do is we've put our bubble solution, and we mentioned early on that we made our own bubble solution, and we have the directions on our blog using.
You just need I think 2 cups of water.
Yep, 2 cups of water.
You need
third of a cup.
Yes, third of a cup of whatever that
dish
is.
Soap.
Yes, dish soap. And you need some light corn syrup, or just corn syrup, because it just says light corn syrup on it.
Okay, so we're good. So now we have dipped these in. We've learned kind of let it drip a little bit so that you don't.
I'm just waiting for Mom to be ready.
I know.
Because
you're ready to go.
I'll just show you guys.
All right, so we're gonna blow. Whee! There's my snake.
Mine's still there.
So bubbles are really a great science experiment to do because you can play around with how much air you're using, how fast, how little. And the science of bubbles is pretty interesting too. So the bubble solution, it's water and soap, and we have the corn syrup in there. And so the corn syrup helps hang on to the water. But when we blow, we're pushing air into and the soap and the water surround that air, and they stay formed as long as the water is there. As soon as the water starts to evaporate, that's when your bubbles pop. So
or go away. Anyway,
so we just had a whole lot of fun with this. So I'm gonna try blowing really slow.
Yesterday, this is what happens when you do really slow. It actually works a lot better than fast.
I'm getting bigger bubbles.
When we did it yesterday, we were just having so much fun with it.
Yeah.
We were constantly messing around. We did a few boomerangs, a bunch of funny pictures.
Exactly. So we had some great fun videotaping these and making boomerangs. So that is how you do a bubble snake. We really hope that you get outside. It's such a beautiful day this afternoon. So get outside and enjoy having some fun doing some science and making bubble snakes. And please continue to check us out on Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. for our live science demo. You can go to childrensmuseum.org/museum at home for more great activities. And thanks for joining us. And we hope you all have a great day. Bye.
It looks like cotton candy.
It does look like cotton candy.